this is just kind of what you talked about. You just destroy a wall, get the mats, and then you replace that wall, and you are getting an increase, and you're keeping yourself safe at the same time, right?
Yeah, normally players would do this regardless of what patch we were in, because it's the safest way to kind of harvest things and get your materials at least moving in a positive direction while you're stalemating, right? But now with the 40% buff, it's even better than that. So a practice people already used, basically got a little bit better, a little bit more payout for your time invested. That's what you want to do. You never want to be really stalemate when you could be farming to get your materials right. Every plank matters.
Yeah. And I mean, if you take a look at your top right minimap, we got a new safe zone. It's over by Gus. And literally, there's maybe a handful of people. It looks like 6 people currently in the safe zone. Everyone else on the map is on the move. They're all like, look, you know what? It's time to get safe.
There's 6 people in the zone out of the 50 players that are on the map. So 45 players have to rotate right now. And most of them are northwest. They're all coming down in the same exact trajectory right here. Just look at the mini-map, guys. You can see how many players are rotating at once right now. And I mean, Boyer's looking to see someone and pop him, right? It just so happens no one's in his sight, but they're so close at the same time. And wow, he almost lands that shot on Dealers right through the build. Good game sense from Boyer here. He noticed that Dealer was looking at another player behind him, and that gives away Legless here, who he's also now taking fires at.
Boyer just using that mountain at his back there, keep himself safe. But I mean, if you can see the minimap right now, people are just running. They're booking it right now.
Yeah, center map slowly but surely being more and more congested. Scram currently still in the lead with Elims. He managed to pick one up again on his rotations, and he's trying to get this next point here. One Elim will get him the 5-point threshold. See here.
Hear this?
Oh, he's trying to make that replacement right there. This player that is in front of him sees, oh yeah, he decides not to stay for too long. He shots. That was a really good shot because the player, inevitably had to edit out in somewhere in that direction either way because the zone's pushing them. He's got players all around him right now. Is he going to go for it?
What he doesn't know is just over the hill, there's a lot of people that have already they've already made a home for themselves. They're fortified and they're ready to scrap. And Scram is going to be in for. They're just all over this hill.
Yeah, I mean, these players are actually lucky that Scram can't see the amount of HP they have because he ran past at least 2 weak players where, hypothetically, 1 or 2 shots would take these guys out. Like right here, all he's got to do is connect 1 headshot and 1 body shot. And you can do that with the Scar. The Scar is relatively accurate on the fly.
Nico there over the hill, taking a peek at players with his bolt action. Drizzy there with the gold silenced, and Zeke up top with that gold hand cannon out, and even Boyer, I mean, look up top, he's got that heavy snipe out, trying to line up any shots.
Boyer at one point was surrounded by all these players, but just going for that little mountain on the rotate over puts him in a completely different position. Now he's looking so heavy and strong over all these players.
New safe zone down south, very edge of the map. We see Eli's players start to move. BNQ takes a huge hit there.
Now only 40 players remain. BNQ needs 1 more point. Oh, nice little play right there.
Oh my gosh, he catches that player off guard.
Absolutely filthy. He saw the build just being finished or started and just whacks it with a pickaxe, takes over, catches the opponent by surprise. And that's the scary part about editing walls. You replenish that HP, it goes back down to 0 and starts a fresh heal up. 1 axe will break it.
Scram here in a very unfavorable position. We see a lot of players taking shots at him, so he's just trying to utilize the metal he has, put up a structure, keep himself safe.
Yeah, I mean, lucky for him, he does have zone though, but he's hugging the zone so tightly that all look at the map. All the players have to come right into him. If I'm him, or probably what he wants to do is definitely push players out, try and get some cheeky ones on the rotation, but he's got to get deeper in the zone, give himself a little more comfort space for endgame, because 40 players being on top of you, it doesn't matter how good of a spot you have, it's not going to be good for long when you have multiple players crashing down.
Yeah, definitely. Zeke's still up top. He's got pretty good loadout, all things considered. 6 grapplers as well. Matt's, pretty all right.
Yeah, I like how Zeke's playing this. A lot of people were afraid to go for high ground, even in these early wave zones. But I mean, Zeke's just deciding that this is where he wants to be, sitting heavy in the sky, trying to get players.
Utilizing that med kit, get up to 100 health. You definitely don't want to get one pump, so he's trying to maximize his health pool the best that he can right now.
Yeah, I don't know who left the launch pad behind, but everyone's using it right now.
Yeah, everyone's just flying.
These people are flying in here.
Thanks, man. You're a real homie. You go first. We'll all follow. No big deal. Another 30 seconds before we get the next safe zone.
He is looking for opportunity.
Has gone down. Boyer finds a snipe there on Hayes' Ego. I mean, just look. I mean, Monster, there's so many people just right next to each other. One, maybe two grid spaces away from each other. Tribune, Boyer, Harry, Aries all in one place. Sokka, Razni, Whaler in one place. Gamru, Mexi.
Yeah,
one
people.
Kill.
This game seems to really be coming down to, hey, can I just get a point for making it to the end? There it is. Boyer's still using that heavy sniper. I mean, it got him one elim. He's got zone on his side now. All he has to do is double back from where he came from, which is good for him because he's only down to 300 mats. So, although he's killed someone, he can't pick up that loot.
They immediately take down Boyer's structure here. Now he's got to panic.
Double teamed right now from two different angles. The shots are going in. He's got to commit to one way or another. Tries to go for the heavy shot. Now choosing to elevate himself. Exactly what he needs to do. Tribune actually catches Gamru right there.
Mexi here.
Oh no, that was a good stinker right there.
Boyer keeps himself alive. And I mean, that's really hard to do. The moment that anyone draws attention to a single player, you're going to have 2, 3, 4 players try to isolate that player and take them down. And Boyer keeps himself alive, man.
Yeah, I mean, he had solid reaction time right there to pull out the heavy sniper and go for that yellow snipe. I think that really paid off. It gave a little bit of fear to the opponent, being that he might have lost control of the wall right afterwards. There it is, Apostle. We've seen this guy W-keying players left and right today. He's still looking to push bases, even in these rotation zones. It's almost like a trend with him to be fighting in the storm or the storm against his back. What a shot right there.
Ooh.
Robsco goes down to the one pump. He's got to grapple with 0 shots.
Oh.
So that was unfortunate for him. He didn't have any charges left in that.
It's one of those things where you pick it up and you're like, I'm not safe. I'm actually not safe.
And that's because he
all.
caught that player mid-shot, so the charge actually didn't go off. Rip.
Aries here.
Aries firing at players on a rotation right here. Trying to see if he can get this player to fall out of the 1x1.
Almost.
Nice little use of the roof panel there to give him a little bit of protection. And we talked about Aries earlier. He's got what it takes to make it. Nice job right there. Bullies his way in. Oh, gosh.
Wow.
See, so what happened there, he was doing so much pressure to like floor/roof panel.
Right.
The opponent, didn't have his wall ready. So when he came up with that axe way, he thought he was below him.
Bullies his way in, finds himself some more. Boyer here as well. Look at Boyer's loadout.
Boyer picking up 3 elims now, by the way.
Yeah, he does, with his mats looking very, very empty. Just a little bit of metal.
Oh, let's change that right here. Let's see what he gets.
Does he?
Nothing.
Nothing,
It's
yeah.
still 0. Oh, no. Well, he notices the grapple also. Just didn't have many shots. He puts it down. That's a great shot right there.
A 73 to the face, trying to follow up as best as he can. Grappler overhead.
And this is why you want hand cannon. He is just blazing through builds here. There's someone on his tail. There's actually multiple players contesting this high ground right here. Boyer needs 1 elim. He's got an RPG. He's probably going to let it ring right there. Beautiful. That should bring that player down, and now high ground is his. He is the highest player, but he also has no material. Now the real game begins. Can he snag some of this material here before it's too late? Instead of going for materials, he's going for elims. Missed the shot. Lands the next one. 5 elims, 7 players left. He is doing good here.
Here's from behind. The grappler goes overhead, trying to catch him from behind.
There are players all around him right here.
He tops off. He's still doing okay.
Tops off. He is popping off. He's got the grapple shot. He's just going for the green here. He's got to farm. Get that farm on. That's one wall.
He could do it. He could get a big bonus. He's so close.
Absolutely he can. Oh, that's another elim for him. Putting him at max shield now. He needs those materials. Barely any. That's another that turns the corner here.
That's a big bonus.
Big bonus. The points are his. He's going to grapple in. It's a 1v1. Lands the shot.
He got every single player.
Incredible. T-pose again for Zeke.
Oh my. Okay, Boyer. Showing the world why he gets signed. He's like, hey, I just was signed this morning. All right, let me show you why.
Day for Boyer.
That was incredible. I cannot wait to see the last moments from that last game. Boyer popped off.
I thought we saw a highlight before. No, we saw a highlight today. That was an absolutely nutty highlight. I want to say he picked up 1, 2, 3, 4 of them things at the very end right there. That was crazy.
He started at 6. And then just one after another. Actually, and he finds every single player because there's only 5.
Every single player.
All right, I can't wait to watch that highlight.
And grabs a grapple, like, makes a split decision, says, oh, hey, no materials, grapple, bat, checks real quick. Like, he was doing all this on the fly, just aggression.
Without stopping. I think that was like a good 30, 40 seconds of him just going. And you saw immediately he listening into the players around him. The moment they're making sounds, he's very quickly zeroing in on them.
Oh, gosh. I think the most incredible shot right there was the hand cannon, which we're about to get a quick replay of. I'll let you guys feel this right here. Check it. In comes the grapple play. 1, 2. That shot right there changes the game for him. Landing the hand cannon on